So I finally made it to Iverstead and just outside the Villemere Inn. Now is not going to... Oops, there's a bear somewhere. I'm not going to head up that mountain trail tonight. It's a bit dangerous in the dark. Careful not to hit the guards. I'm trying to do it. Beer pelt anyway. Pig was looking for troubles on that day. Oh dear. Must have been the bears. It's a shame. The guards not doing a good job. I suppose there is a bear on. Okay. Right, let's head it then.
Anything I can get you, just let me know.
Okay. There's that guy I was talking to outside.
Raider, Raider, you live among the clouds now, dear Raider.
Raider? Who's Raider? That's for Mrs. or anyway. Okay, let's talk to the innkeep first. Hello.
If I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted.
Oh. Haunted? Tell me more about this barrow.
There ain't much more to tell. They're haunted, and you should stay away. Look, I've seen one of the spirits with my very own eyes. When it glared at me, I swear it burned right through my soul.
Nasty. So do the spirits haunt your town as well?
Fortunately, they seem to be sticking to the barrow. I think they're guarding it.
Guarding it?
Certainly isn't helping my business any. Who'd want to rent a room anywhere near a haunted barrow?
Yeah, I can see your point. I could investigate it for you.
If you think there's anything you can do, be my guest.
Right. Right, okay. So, I've got a delivery from Romlin.
All right, pipe down. You want the whole blessed place to hear you?
Okay, sorry.
The arrangement called for a trade. I hope you'll find this suitable.
Okay, so anybody explored this barrow?
About a year or two ago, some fella named Windelius came through. Said he was some kind of a treasure hunter. I warned him not to go in there, just like I warned you. The very next night we heard screams from the barrow, and that was it. We never saw him again.
It doesn't sound good, does it? What's the story with that strange guy called Narfi?
Ah, he's harmless. He's been in a state ever since his sister Rada disappeared over a year ago.
What's his sister, is it?
He just keeps to himself in what's left of his folks' farmhouse across the river.
You told Narfi she's coming back?
I just said that to make the poor guy feel better. I'm pretty sure she's dead. Rada would gather ingredients from the small island in the river east of here.
Right.
Then one day, she just vanished. I tried to look for her, but she never turned up.
Okay. Right. So is there anything dangerous in that small island you were talking about?
I've seen some sort of a cave entrance over there. Folks call it Geierman's Hall, but I don't know why.
Carmen's Hall.
Probably best if you avoid it for now. It didn't seem to do Rada any good.
That sounds familiar, Geierman's Hall. So anything you tell me about the mountain path, High Horse, Gar?
The Greybeards are a solitary lot. I don't think they've ever ventured outside their monastery. We get the occasional pilgrim passing through here on their way to the summit, but almost all of them have returned disappointed.
Right. Okay, I'd like to perform here.
Of course.
Relax for the night, Zora. Okay, let's, where shall we stand? Stand here, possibly? Right. Second till I what the hell I'm doing here? Yeah, that's what I look for. She'd favour that actually. Okay, let's do that. Thank you. It's quite a haunting tune, actually.
We don't get many visitors through here, unless they're headed up to High Hrothgar, of course.
Yeah, I tend to go up there in the morning. Not just now. Okay, I'm done for now.
Thank you. Here, this is for you. I'll show you to your room.
10.
Right this way.
Okay. Got some mead as well.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Okay, thank you. Oh, that's a... That was Zora sleeping. Yeah, good. Yeah, right. Let's go and let's have a look. Give it a bath, actually. And I shall see you in the morning. Good night, Zora. Have a good 5 hours. Well, it's just refreshed and ready to head up to the...
No, I'll tell you, Wilhelm. If I could sweep her away from here tomorrow, I'd do
mountain?
it. But Klimek still has so much to learn.
Klimek is doing just fine. You should follow your heart.
Perhaps one day, but not today.
Okay.
Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
So, anything you can tell me about High Rothgar?
The Greybeards stay away from me, and I stay away from them. Suits me just fine.
Got a bit of an attitude, hasn't she? What's making you so angry?
My business is falling apart, my apprentice never listens to me, and now there's talk of dragons.
Dragons?
If I hadn't sunk every bit of gold I had into my mill, I would have picked up and left Iverstead long ago.
Yeah, okay. Heard you're having sort of a bear problem.
Are you kidding? Those damn things will drive me right out of business. Tell you what, bring me 10 of their pelts from anywhere in Skyrim. I'll gladly pay you for thinning out the herd.
Okay, should be easy enough. How could bears run you out of business anyway?
Have you ever seen what a bear does to the trees?
Ah.
They jump on their hind legs and scratch them to bits, marking their territory or something.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's
Marks.
getting to the point where I have to scour Skyrim for untouched trees at the right size. Costs me too much time and money.
Okay.
Now go give those stupid
Have you
bears...
spoken to Fastbread yet?
Is it absolutely necessary for you to bother me right now?
Fine, all I want to know is anything you can tell me about High Rothgar.
Klimek brings food supplies up to them once every few weeks, when the weather permits it. Other than that, they seem like a quiet lot. Don't really know too much about them.
I don't think anybody does.
What a boring conversation.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
If there are 500 steps to each marker, then maybe... Ah, this is pointless. Taraki cannot rely on shortcuts.
Shortcuts. Anything I can help you with?
Yes, perhaps you can. There is something foul afoot, friend. Taraki can smell the stench of betrayal in the air.
Trail? I don't smell anything.
Your nose is not attuned to deceit. Taraki smells the lie, but he cannot confirm it. To some, an unconfirmed lie is the same as the truth. But Taraki is not the kind to agree to something simply on faith.
Perhaps it would be best if you explained what you mean.
Taraki talks of the steps to High Rothgar. Many travelers come to walk the pilgrimage of the 7,000 steps. Yet Taraki finds that number peculiar.
Peculiar, why?
Do you not find it odd that the number is so round? Was the path altered to match the myth? Are the steps not all the same size?
No idea.
I have found it difficult to believe, based on my calculations, that there can be any more than 6,972 steps.
I don't know, never thought about it, to be honest.
Many think this way. They choose to believe something based on faith. Taraki did the same once. He will not make that mistake again.
I'm sorry.
The steps must be counted one by one. It is the only way anyone can be sure.
Okay.
See that you don't. I promised to keep you safe, and I'm not going to break my word.
Why is an oral step so important to you?
It is about trust. You see, Daraki did not come to Skyrim alone. His childhood friend Adanya was by his side.
Right.
Adanya had heard Khajiit caravans were thriving here. She begged Daraki to come with her.
Right.
Adanya had promised Daraki that she would never leave his side. She vowed that she would never leave him alone in this cold, terrible place.
No, I'll tell you, Wilhelm.
But that was a lie.
Oh, dear.
I'd do it.
We had come through the gate to the south from Cyrodiil. We
Klimek is
followed
doing
the
just
road
fine.
north when we were
should
ambushed
follow
by
your
bandits.
Bandits, like I guessed.
Perhaps
There
one
were
day.
so
but
many
not
of them. Daraki did not know what to do. That is when Adanya did a terrible thing. She pushed Daraki into the trees, threw herself at the bandits, and Daraki, he saw her die,
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
and all he could do, all he did, was run.
That's terrible, I'm sorry for your loss.
Forgive me. Daraki has said too much. His only concern now is that his trust is not betrayed again.
Alright, you've convinced me, I'll try and count them.
Really? This is most fortuitous. Daraki had almost given up all hope. But do not rush. Take your time and return when you have an answer.
Well,
Have you spoken to Fastford yet?
you know I can spin as you've written and rolled.
Daraki has heard that the
could sweep
tomb
her
is
away
the
from here
language
tomorrow,
of
I'd
dragons.
But Klimek
What
still
if the
has
shout
so
heard
much
from High Hrothgar was not made by
Klimek is
man?
doing just
Indeed.
fine.
It may be a clever trap set by the World
Perhaps
Eater
one day.
himself.
But not today.
The Dragonborn would do well to keep this in mind.
Who's Dragonborn? What do you think of Iverstead?
There are many rumors here in Iverstead of ghosts and haunted barrows.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Darky wonders what is the real danger. The spirits or the gossip?
Yeah, very true. Any thoughts on the townspeople?
This is a good place to hide one's identity, no?
Really?
Iverstead attracts those who cling to lofty ideals. They never suspect our faces are too.
That's interesting.
Shame if you stop.
Any news or rumours?
Oh,
I suppose
you made Daraki lose count again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I won't bother you. Right. Let's see. Right, so let's go outside. Oops.
You must be another pilgrim on the way up to High Hrothgar. No other reason to pass through here.
Is there anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar?
It's frightening living below their monastery.
Alright.
Sometimes I swear I can hear strange noises rolling down from up there. It sounds like thunder, but there's never any rain. What do you make of that?
Yeah, well, I have something similar.
Sure, please. Everyone else does.
Yeah, they've just got something to do. Okay. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, time to head up to High Hrothgar. I wonder if he's not going to take horses up. I'm risking falling and breaking a leg or something. So just go up. Climb up. steps as well for this. Lundus, the rod was a voice in what we need. The voice could blot out sky and flood land. Sounds pretty. Didn't go wonder what killed it. It's easier having the weapon icons at the bottom because I keep forgetting what I have equipped all the time, so that's pretty necessary for me. I'm getting old and forgetful, so that's why they're on at the bottom. I know it might break immersion, but it's just necessary for me to play the game. It's not fun when I keep forgetting which weapons I've got equipped and having the wrong weapon out for the wrong situation, so that's the reason we're on.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Did you hear the greybears shout that big noise earlier?
I did.
Yeah.
Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
I wonder. So what are you doing anyway?
I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way.
That's true. Do you visit the greybeards?
They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials. But not to make conversation.
Yeah, I heard they don't say very much. Okay.
Good day.
You too. Right, emblem. Stand. Emblem 2. Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons resided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then and had no voice. Well. Oh, sound to hear a bear. Oh, it's a big one. Looks of it. Can't get it from here. It's pretty damn well hidden, actually. Let's see. Inside. Very friendly, does it? Not an Inzor, I know up here. Still good kill. Yeah, that's good. Some claws for the alchemy. Seems to have killed a few goats. the looks of it. Further. Take the hides. Leather out of them. How many steps was there? Right, I lost count now, haven't I? No. I'll just wing it. 200. Oh, whoa. See it. Oh, I feel like my niece. Coming up here? I'm not going down there to get you. There we go. Floating in the air, look at that. Walking in the air. Right, take that. There's an ice wraith teeth anyway for Maurice and Riften, so that's one of them. Just saving it in case I get any stability issues. Hopefully I'll manage to sort them. I had a few CTDs round about what crossing yesterday. Made a little adjustment to the mod list, and fingers crossed it's going to be as stable as I can get it. So I have a skeleton there. Maybe not. Maybe just the wind. Emblem say the fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons and their voices, but the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts. The dragons were pretty cruel tyrants in those days. Oh, what's this? Troll. Well. Check behind you though. That's kind of junk. Did it fall down there? My goodness. I'm not going down there after it. That was weird. Where that goes to. Certainly not going down there. Whatever it had. Right. Oh, who's that?
What do you want?
Okay. Grumpy. Maybe he's just grumpy after the climb. Oh, that's quite a view. Right, let's carry on. I'll try and go up here before nightfall. Somewhere over there. Sitting down. Maybe this is.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Not just wolves, trolls and bears, the looks of it. Did you hear the Grave's called Dubbikin?
I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries.
Who are you anyway?
Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind.
Okay. What you doing? Meditating?
Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years.
Very good. Very good for you. That's it, move forward. Hyde called on Pasternax. We pitied now. Who's Pasternax? So together we taught Mayor to use the voice, Main to use the voice. The dragon war rage, dragon against tongue. So the voice was used in the fight the dragons then. So Pasternax must have taught Main the voice, whoever Pasternax is. One of the old Nord leaders or something. Strange name for a Nord Pasternax. Maybe it's something like Stig or Sten or something like that, not Pasternax. Unusual name. Whoa. That'd be a troll up there. Excellent. Oops. Coming down here, is it? Seems to be regenerating as well, so I'll put this down pretty quickly. Wait in. We have that also.
Lucky.
Oops. Regenerate.
Better than that.
Nice one. Oh, heh. Sorry, Zona, just to get the last hit there, did you? First troll. More teeth, good. Troll fat. Nothing in there. Nope. Okay. Another emblem. Emblem 5. Man prevail shooting Aljun now. Ah, so it was Aljun that was fighting them in the past. Proving for all that the voices two were strong, although their sacrifices were very full. Quite believe it. Right, okay. Let's go. Save again. That's quite a view. Wow. Some sort of castle, fort over there. Wow. Some sort of barrow down there as well. Yeah. Green eyes. Got a green eye. Right eye's just a cosmetic one. Elm 6 with rolling tongue in the sky, children conquer. Founding the first empire with sword and voice. That's the dragons and spruce from his hands. There's really, I wonder where we go through somewhere. A plane, possibly? This world. Another world we went to. Which maybe has a different meaning. Let's do another land, possibly. Another continent. 7 tongues in that Red Mountain went to be Humboldt. Red Mountain. Garden fell. Jürgen Windcaller began his heavy meditation. Who's Jürgen Windcaller? Possibly a Nord leader. To understand how strong voices could fail. So they weren't totally successful at shouting. Jürgen Windcaller. Sounds like some sort of Nord hero then. Wonder if he knew Paarthurnax. Jürgen Windcaller chose silence and returned. 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jürgen the Calm built his home in front of the world. Ah, so he built the monastery up here. That must have been some feat. I suppose there's plenty of stone up here right now, but it's still quite an impressive feat climbing up this supposedly the highest mountain in Skyrim. Hat off then. Oh, there we are. There's the monastery. Wow. Oh, there's the shrine to Talos. Wow. Something. Oh, reverence for him. For years all silent, Greybeard spoke one name. Tiber Septim, stripling then was summoned to Hrothgar, replaced the names of Brubakin. So, Tiber Septim was here, was he? Interesting. Can't remember. Emblem 10, the voices worship, follow the inner path, we call instrument. Voice in the sky light. Oh, okay. Kind's peace. Who's that?
Climbing the 7,000 steps wasn't so hard. Harder than taking a nap.
Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself.
That's weird you're here though. Anything you can tell me about the place?
I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thu'um, they could kill you by uttering a single word.
Oof.
Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them.
Yeah, I can see that. What type of deliveries do you make to High Hrothgar?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
Yeah, I do. And in return?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
But you're here though. Well, I can deliver them for you and what...
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
But you're here though. That's weird. Anything I should watch out for during the climb?
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous.
Yeah.
Be careful up there.
I'll let you go back down then. Give a nice warm mead at the inn, and I'll deliver the supplies. What a weird guy, he's already here and he's given me the supplies to deliver. Very trusting. He must for the supplies, I'm not going to take any of them. That's one of the greybeards, isn't it? With you, actually. Okay. Hey, Clinic. I delivered your supplies for you.
Ah, good to see you again. How'd that delivery go?
I delivered them for you.
Quite a climb, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles.
Oh, 1,000 septims, that's an easy job.
Thanks again for the legwork.
Yeah, well. You did most of it yourself, didn't you? That was the easiest 1,000 gold I've ever made. Walk a few steps, put something in the chest. Wish every job was as simple. Right. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's go meet these greybeard people. Take off my hood and that as well. That's quite a nice place.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
You call me Dragonborn, what does that mean?
First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Are you sure about this?
Shout at us, and let us taste of your voice.
Are you really sure? Really? Okay.
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar.
I'm sorry about that.
I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
Who are you and what is this place?
We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain.
Right, okay.
Here we commune with the voice of the sky and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves.
So I want to find out what it means to be Dragonborn. Very curious about this.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
There's more. I mean, I'm not the only Dragonborn.
You are not the first.
Oh, yeah.
There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind.
Right.
Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know.
Okay.
You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
So I'm answering your summons, Master.
We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny.
What is my destiny?
That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination.
I did tell you, Master.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen.
Okay.
Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Roll, the second word in Unrelenting Force.
Excuse me a minute to take my cloak off. Better.
Roll means balance in the dragon tongue.
Right.
Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply.
Okay.
Roll.
Wow. Look at that. Zora, do you see this?
You learn a new word like a monster. You truly do have the gift.
Well.
But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Roll.
Okay. Not painful, is it? It tickles. Wow.
Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Okay. Oh.
Losa!
Boost!
Oops, excuse me, sorry.
Well done. Again.
Okay. No. Right.
Losa!
Losa. Try and do it over here so I don't hit anybody.
Boost!
Oops. Sorry about the pots.
You learn quickly. Once more.
Who's next? Alright, okay.
Boost!
Ah. As easy as that, is it?
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn.
Well, I hope so.
We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Okay. Wow. This is really quite something. Zora, you want to come out and watch me?
Master Bori will teach you wood, which means whirlwind.
Wood. I believe in the beginning, but perhaps when a wise old man confirms it. Always then?
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thing.
Okay. Okay, sprint.
Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of wood. Now we will see how quick you can master.
Right.
And you. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn.
Okay.
Master Bori. X. Wolfgar. Now it's your turn.
My goodness, those old guys are sitting
Stand
there.
next to me. Master Bori
sprightly.
will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Okay, I'll try. I'm a Wolfgar. Well, something, isn't it? Right. You see that, Zora? That was fun.
Your quick mastery of a new Thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself?
I thought it was as easy for everyone.
No, indeed not. But beware that your skill does not outstrip your wisdom. You are now ready for your last trial.
Last trial?
Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrad. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Okay. So who was Jürgen Windcaller?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue.
I see, right.
After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat.
Right, I see.
He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
Right, okay. So what is the way of the voice?
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do.
That's useful.
Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
Okay. I'll try to follow the way of the voice.
That is commendable. But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift of Akatosh. Do not try to deny that gift. Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else would Akatosh have bestowed this power upon you? If you remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh, you will remain true to the way.
Right. Okay. So why are the dragons returning? Is it something to do with me?
No doubt, the appearance of a dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Surely there's more you can tell me, though.
There is indeed much that we know that you do not. That does not mean that you are ready to understand it.
I see.
Do not let your easy mastery of the voice tempt you into the arrogance of power. That has been the downfall of many Dragonborn before you.
Okay. So what does it mean to be Dragonborn?
Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren.
Ah.
A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries.
Right.
What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready.
Okay. So why are shouts in the dragon language?
Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout.
Right.
But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort.
So tell me about yourselves.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar.
Aye, yeah.
But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
Right. There are only 4 of you?
5. Our leader, Parthenax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world.
Oh, he's still alive?
When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
Parthenax, he was on those etched tablets. He must be hundreds, even thousands of years old. Who is he? When can I meet him?
As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him.
Okay. Thank you, Arngeir. I will think about what you said. What to think over.
Sky, guard you.
You too. So look at this place. Oh. Must be the peak of the mountain up there. I'll have to go up there, Zora. See what's up there. Oh. Say, run for some exercise, I look cold. Oh, wait on earth. Wow. Oof. What the hell was that? Some sort of archway. Oh, that's cold. Oof. Going that way. No way through there, Zora, don't even try it. Even you and I'm better blood would feel the chill there. So, Scotland Tower. Oops. Oh. Who are you? Excuse me.
Long has the snowthroat stood, gleaming in shades of pallid white, a last refuge for mortals who use their voice as a tool of reason, and never for war.
So violence and sacrifice are often necessary to bring peace, unfortunately.
Perhaps. But those you slaughter in the name of peace will retaliate, and the cycle of destruction begins anew. In order to perpetuate peace, understanding and negotiation are far more useful tools.
Yeah, well, who are you anyway?
I am Orlin. I have walked Tamriel for years uncounted, seeing nothing but violence and blood.
Zora?
When the Daedra attacked my homeland, I was forced to kill.
Daedra?
Now the Thalmor sweep across the land like a black plague, bringing death and destruction wherever they go.
Yeah, the Thalmor.
I wanted no part of the conflicts that rage across the land, and sought refuge here, high upon the slopes of the throat of the world.
Do you follow the way of the voice?
Alas, no.
Ah.
While the greybeards contemplate the meaning, the essence of each word of power, I spend my days in search of ultimate truth.
Ultimate truth?
And learn of the world below through the eyes of another, recorded on dusty pages that defy time. The duality of life and death, the nature of existence, the motivations that tug at the heartstrings of all mortals. These are my areas of research, and while I make no such claim, there are many who would call me a natural philosopher. I also enjoy a good riddle now and then.
I'm going to follow some just sort of thought that precludes violence.
Nothing as formal as that. I do not enjoy doing others harm, and I've never been of a solitary nature, but I'm no pacifist. Fear not. I shall defend us with my life if necessary. Though if peace could ever be found amidst the chaos of war, I will gladly lay down my arms. Then speak your mind, and I shall do the same, for here lies the last sanctuary of hopes and dreams.
Would you ever use your powers for personal gain?
I have ever thought about walking such a road, becoming as a queen of light on Nirn. Yet there are those who would never stand for such a new world order, and some among them, yourself included, would be both cunning and mighty enough to strike me down, and find a way to ensure my ultimate undoing. In a way, us emissaries serve as a check and balance on each other's powers, for when one seeks to walk a dark path, the other shall stand against them as equals like no other, and ensure that none among us ever abuses our role.
You could promote peace more directly if you left Hierarchical, you know.
Perhaps it is time I take a more active role in shaping the world. If our destiny is to keep evil forever at bay, then so be it. Let me know when you are ready to depart.
Well, hang on a minute. How did you come by your sword?
I made it myself, forged from a ray of light in an age lost to time. Such techniques are now long gone, yet there are those who still seek my knowledge, for the potential it has to bring doom upon all the world.
How can a forging technique be dangerous?
To know that all things are as fleeting and infinitesimal as dust in the wind, and that only a single thread could unravel the fabric of reality, is dangerous, in and of itself, but even more so in the minds of those who would do us harm.
Inspired for power, same as anyone else. Why should you be trusted with this knowledge?
I care not for such things. Power, wealth, control, they bring nothing but chaos and destruction. Those best suited to power must never aspire to it, and such acts, the words we never hear, the small acts of valour never spoken of in any tome or scroll, those are the things that truly keep great evil at bay.
I doubt things like this are just recorded in a random tone just to gather dust.
True. I have seen behind the veil of dreams, walked in realms beyond knowledge, and shadowed otherworldly entities who could have shattered Mundus with but a whisper of thought.
Oof.
Such things are never written, never spoken of,
Yeah.
yet there are still those who carry this weight in their hearts. I can feel it every day, striving to break free and unmake all we hold dear, but I stand as an eternal sentinel against the tide we can never see.
Would you be willing to teach me this technique then?
This is something I cannot teach.
Ah.
To know, you must experience the world for what it truly is, see past the gears and clockwork around us all, and learn to shape, mould and forge as if all were but a dream. Such a revelation must never be sought, but understood when the truth finally dawns. Perhaps I may even witness this transformation for myself. Will true knowledge destroy you? Or would you accept it and move onward? Only time will tell.
I don't know myself. Creating things from pure light, that's absurd and impossible.
Only a fool denies what they cannot see. I assure you, it is both possible and deadly serious.
Really?
For I might never use light to forge more than a sword, or to defend myself in combat, but the many would be our undoing. Just as the flap of a butterfly's wings in Akavir can start a tempest in Skyrim, a sword and a ray of light could melt all things into a flood that never ends. I wonder, would you do the same?
At any rate, would you be willing to forge a sword for me?
I can, and will. Here, take this. This blade will never tarnish or rust, and can cleave through solid stone as easily as warm butter.
Really?
The enchantment on it will outlast us both, and only grow stronger with time. Furthermore, you might find these useful as well.
Wow. Tell me a tale from one of your previous adventures.
I have a myriad of stories to share from my travels across all 9 provinces of Tamriel. Which one would you like to hear about?
Tell me a tale from Skyrim.
It was but a crisp, cool morning, and the greybeards were shouting down the glacial peaks with a voice like thunder unleashed.
Oof, yeah, heard that.
I approached that bronze portal and took my first step into a haven where I hoped would last 1,000 years. Yet no monk rose to greet me. No wise master with whiskers bleached like pallid snow. Instead, it was a boy who first ran to acknowledge my presence.
A boy? What did he say?
Who are you? I've never seen you around here before, miss, the lad said. Are you an elf? I've heard of people like you before, but never seen one for myself. Can you cast magic without using your voice? I smiled, and my heart knew relief, for there was still innocence in the world, far away from the blood and fire that had raised Tamriel asunder.
Yeah.
I showed the lad a display of light that lit up the ancient stones high atop the barren peak, and later became his mentor throughout the long winters. I learned from him the ways of peace, innocence and temperance, and he saw in me the knowledge of the ages, and the viewpoint with which to use and interpret it. I even witnessed his death, and wept at another spark lost to time, yet vowed to play the same role with Arngeir, his only pupil, who speaks with his voice to this very day.
Wow. That's interesting. Okay.
Let us bring tranquility to these frozen wastes.
Oh, me. Okay. So, again, was made from concentrated light that staff contains within the power of a robot and can burn us under the day. Ordinary favour weapons like this reach combat in rank of 20. Force from pure light, the source shines as an ideal example of an inclined plane and can conquer almost any of these. Ordinary favour weapons like this when rank of 20. Yeah. Pretty light as well. It's going to be well. See that there? It's 5. Oof, look at that sword. Wow. Oh. Amazing. Come here. That was one hell of a nice sword. Right. Look at the sky. I'm trying to fall off there as well. Red sky. Red sky at night, Shepherd's Delight. Red sky in the morning, Shepherd's Warning. What time is it? Yeah. Okay. Let's leave that there. Well, this Arlen person seems to be an interesting character. Right, let's go. Back into the main castle. Come.
What is war but a way of life? A fire that starts in the heart and spreads to the hand that wields the sword.
Over your stash.
Of course. I'd be more than happy to share some of the artifacts I've gathered from my travels across Tamriel with you.
Not read anywhere yet. Ooh. One bow. Goodness me. 35-3. Goodness me. Phew. Running one bow. 30-12. Goodness. Well, I'm going to go heavy armour anyway, that's for sure. Swing bow, range bow. Arsenal Chieftain, Queen of Reigns. Weapons first, yeah, there we go. I'm not using the Thalmor bow, no. No thank you. Millbone bow, oof. I'll make 15. Frogs. Take that, I think. Oof. Champions. I think I've got a shield for her anyway. See it. Yeah, give her that. There we go. That we shall be using. Right, I'll go and sort that out later. I won't bore you with all this. But there's a lot of stuff there.
Darkness part before us.
Back into the Bear's place and explore this place a little bit. So until next time, we'll see you later.